Are you ready to rant?
The immigrant life to me.
We are happy to be here.
The number of people's bomb have claimed.
Almost everybody has a master's.
Did you not hire me because I'm black?
I was only black person. I jumped and started shouting, Jesus!
This is the Nigerian Abroad Podcast. Let's get into it.
Hi guys. Welcome back to the Nigerian Abroad Podcast. And as you can see, we're excited. Plus it's spring. We can wear, not very thick clothes and
No
all
sneakers.
of that. And no sneakers, yes. And you can wear jean jackets. Anyway, how are you, Ademola?
I'm fine, thank you.
How was your week?
My week was, it wasn't busy compared to the previous week, so all good. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Was
How
it-
are you?
Oh, I was going to say, was it work related or just UK being UK?
Everything, everything, yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm fine. I feel like I always start saying starting I'm fine and then I have something else to say. But then
It's
my
alright.
brain just goes blank. But I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Your hair is nice.
Thank you. Do you know what? I was coming on the train today as I got into the station. One lady was just like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so nice," and I was like, "It is." Thank you so much.
I think that's one of the most validating things to get a compliment on the train because you don't know me from anywhere.
I was just like,
Yeah,
"Thank you, kind stranger."
exactly.
Yeah, it made my day.
I know. That's nice.
All right.
So today we are talking about Global Talent Visa and we have a guest, Ademola. And importantly, we are speaking about it from getting the visa from Nigeria. Because I know people who come here as students, they change or something happens and then they transition to that
So
visa.
you're already talented and you came from Nigeria.
Do you
We're calling
understand?
this episode Japa by talent.
Yeah, it's not easy. I used to respect it. And I said, I say, good afternoon, sir. Stop
it.
Japa by talent.
Hi, Ademola. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for gracing us. It's
It's
a privilege.
a privilege.
It's a privilege.
Stop this thing, please. Stop.
We have a culture here. You tell us your name. Obviously, I've mentioned it, and what your white colleagues call you, or what white people in general call you.
Yeah.
I don't say white people. It sounds rude.
What Oimbo people call
Call you.
Well, I was going to say thank you for having me as well.
Oh, you're welcome.
My name is Ademola. Yes. What do they call me at work? Ademola.
Oh, that's still.
Because I don't like shortening my name like that,
Name,
so I just Ademola. It's fine.
Because I've always wondered if you say Ade, would they call you Aid?
that's a valid question.
There's some that struggle to call my name. I just say, just say Ade. Is it Ade?
Ade.
Ade, yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Ade.
It's fine, please. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it's all right. I think the name thing is probably it's the way they grew up. I think intonation or something like the same way. I don't think we should call their name Shao.
No comment. That's what I was
Exactly,
no
because
on that.
sometimes I think about it. I don't know. People have the opinion / suggestion that we are more exposed to external, like to their media, their names and all those things.
Yeah, that could be an argument for
Yeah,
that.
exactly. But
So why are you
anyway.
not exposed to our own media?
Let's not go there because it's not now that Afrobeat is now getting
Please.
export. But anyway, so we Ademola is going to tell us about himself. He's going to do 2 truths and a lie. So you tell us 3 things. You will not tell us what is the lie. Then IJ and I will now guess which one is the lie.
I'm very horrible at this game, by the way.
So this game, you are not allowed to ask me questions.
We did not add that part inside.
Oh, yeah, see, because I'm going to say.
Because you said it, I will ask now.
Exactly. Now I'm curious. What's
All
the
right,
thing?
all right. So 2 truths and a lie.
Yes.
It's not 3 truths. It's not 3 lies. So yeah, let's go. So number 1, I know how to swim.
Okay.
Number 2, I visited all the stadiums, football stadiums in London. Number 3, I play lawn tennis.
I would say play lawn tennis. It's a lie.
The lie is the stadium.
Guess.
We just
That's my own now.
The lie is the stadium.
Wait, how come you know I play lawn tennis?
Did I get it?
No, he plays lawn. I know he plays lawn tennis.
Almost everyone knows I play lawn tennis.
I don't know. Clearly, it is. Yeah.
Then
So
it's
lie.
swimming. I want to believe you visited all the stadiums.
You're wrong again. Sorry to you. Sorry to you.
I don't know, maybe because it seems like
Because most Nigerians don't know how to swim, right? Yeah.
Yes, and then it seems like a feat most people will have achieved. Because you used to travel up and down.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it
I
all
don't
the stadiums in London?
Not so.
I don't travel.
Is it all the stadiums in not UK, in
You
London?
don't
You have not
travel.
visited.
Last year, I didn't travel anywhere, like, except to the US.
Do you know what it means for somebody to say, last year I didn't travel anywhere?
You just add except to the US.
US for
See-
Christmas and New Year.
People are saying just US. That's why
God,
I said that we used to greet to good afternoon, sir.
No, please.
Okay, that's fine. So the lie is the stadium
Is
one.
the
Yeah, the
stadium
stadium.
one.
I've
Okay.
only been to say like Arsenal Stadium. Yeah.
Oh, Emirates, nice.
Also, partly because
I don't like Arsenal, but yeah. Just like
partly because I know that if you would have put it on that your Explore Instagram
Yeah, exactly.
page, you would have
Yeah.
seen it.
I think I just thought about the fact that okay, he didn't say UK, and as I said, you're a traveler, so what is visiting all the stadiums in London? So I was like, no, probably
Yeah,
not done that.
possibly.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's why I did it there.
Also, I believe
that's
in
why I said you
people.
don't ask me questions.
I believe in people, so that's why I was like, you should have done that already. So.
Okay, so let's get into the tea of everything. So I'm going to be asking you most of the questions because,
All right.
yeah, I don't know. Or let's just say we are coming like we don't know anything about it. So what is the Global Talent Visa? Explain to us like we are 5. Like if your 5-year-old cousin should say, Uncle Ademola, what is your talent? Have you what's your Global Talent Visa? Like what will you say?
That's going to be very hard, sharp, because I don't know how to explain this. But yeah,
And you're on the visa, you don't.
so it's a visa category or a visa type that they give someone who is supposedly talented in the digital space.
Okay.
So let's just say someone that they think can do a lot of things in tech and be able to contribute to their economy, because at the end of the day, it's to their own economy.
Yeah.
So they just give you, to come, work here, live here, just pay taxes really.
You do not pay taxes. But how precisely did you get it from Nigeria? Is it something you had known about, planned towards, or someone told you about it?
Yeah, so I've always known about the Global Talent Visa for quite a while, and it was one of the options that I had in mind that, maybe I should explore this. And
Unlike the rest of us, that these students.
That
and
these
then
students say, we
came
don't have
in,
talent.
say,
Let me
don't have
just go
talent.
and pay school fees.
Let's just pay 20k and come and come and study.
I mean, so yeah, at some point I just decided to go with the Global Talent Visa because it seemed more suited to what I was planning to do. I mean, I had, will I say I had options, but there were a couple of things I could have gone for. Maybe there's one that was allocated for Dubai. There's some companies that are trying to hire from Europe, and I was like, I don't think I want to be necessarily tied to a company, to be fair. So let me just go for the Global Talent Visa.
Okay. So it's just the visa, and then you have the choice to search for the job you want and the life you want, basically.
Exactly.
So did you have to gather anything, like not necessarily documents? Are there things that you had to show, like a track record of, for you to show the talent in quotes?
Yeah, so definitely. I think I've just been one that I've been used to like putting things out there, like open source wise. I was always very non-recognizable. People don't usually know what I look like, but they usually know that there's this somebody just be Ademola that, or they knew me by my handle. Who are they? That just put things out there. There's usually like technical articles, like I actually attend meetups, to give talks and live coding events. So all of those things added up at some point, and when I was applying, it just made sense to just go back to all of the things I was giving out for free and just use them to apply for the visa. Really.
So basically documenting.
Yes, I mean I didn't necessarily say I had them like documented, but at the points where I wanted to apply for the endorsement, I just sat down, create a mood board, and just went back to checking them out.
Well, that makes sense. What I even meant by documenting, you know how people say document your work, because it's likely you forget, but if you've maybe written an article here, put something on LinkedIn, put out a resource, it's easy to just put everything together.
Yeah.
Oh, that
so I
makes
mean
sense.
for article wise, I mean since I wrote for a top publishing platform, Smashing Magazine, so it was just easier to just go straight directly to them and tell them to just give me like the analytics, Google Analytics, let me know how many people have read these articles I wrote, how many people have also read the articles that I reviewed, because I used to review articles for them. So, yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Thank you. I think it's one of those things where I say, because I'm a very wise woman, so I tell people that if I do a face like this, it's not even fair. Okay, but anyway, on a more serious note, so there's something I've noticed about life where people don't just get to things, like people that are making it in quotes, they not just get there. Things accumulated over time in their lives, and when it's like how Pastor Aaron says, Kairos, moment, and Chronos. So Chronos, then Kairos, so
compilation of several
Chronos moments. So that does make sense. I just wanted to say something.
I don't know if I forgot or wait. Well, it was something. It was still related to what you said. Basically, this particular visa, from what I've seen, like even in tech or in every other field that global talent has fallen in, music, art, fashion, you have to have gotten to a certain feat in your checking a global talent. So you have to have gotten to a certain feat in your field, because then they'll ask you, I need to see so and so and so and so and so. I don't know what it's like in tech. Can you tell us about that? Like what you were expected to bring and what were you asked specifically to bring when you were applying for the visa?
Yeah, so because for global talents, like you need to get an endorsement from Technician. So Technician usually change the guidelines sometimes, but one thing is certain, they need like a track record of all the work that you've contributed to, and they don't just want like work that you're doing for like a particular company, for example. They want to see that you've contributed like outside of your work as well. Because they believe that, if you're contributing just to your work, maybe you're just a local champion or something. I don't know. So
lack of a better phrase.
So but if you've made like impact outside of your work that people also recognize, it shows that like you are somewhat of a leader, or you have the capacity or capabilities to become like a leader, and those are the kind of people that they would endorse.
That makes sense. What's the funniest thing that you experienced getting the visa? Actually, like getting from Nigeria, maybe other stuff. What was the funniest experience you had?
So this one is very strange, because I don't think I had like any funny experience like that. Because when I applied, I got my endorsement in 2 weeks, and I think it was just the waiting period just to get the visa. Really, I think I waited for about maybe 3 or 4 weeks before I go back from UK VIO. So I think it's just waiting period really.
So there's no funny story for us.
There was no funny.
So why did you start it like just strange or?
We're really expecting. You came with vim and with like you came with ginger.
It's just waiting period.
With ginger. There was no funny story really. Yeah, no funny story.
Okay, so what common mistakes have you seen people make with this? Obviously, I know that when people get things like it's likely that people have come to you to say, help me. Yeah. So what common mistakes?
You know that thing we're talking about with Omotolu, where everything is clearly stated on the website, but people still be like, just help me. Help me.
Yes, my life, yes. Yeah. I even saw something where some people are charging £2,000 to help someone apply for NHS jobs.
Please, I will charge.
And I'm like, and the TRC now said this doesn't mean the job is guaranteed. Of course, like, why don't you just guarantee yourself?
Apply?
Do you understand? Please. So, what common mistake have you seen people make with this visa?
I think the very first thing is, thinking everyone can apply by default.
He said you are not all talented.
No, I was thinking I was going to say the first mistake is thinking you are talented to apply for this visa. You're not. If you think you are, you're not.
No.
It's people that have to come to you and say you should apply for this.
No, it's in all seriousness, but it shouldn't also discourage you. But the thing is, like, you have to fact check. I mean, and it's not just based on what you think. You could also ask people what they also think about it. Like, maybe you create a mood board first, and because I mean, with everything I do, I usually just try to create a mood board to see if maybe this is the right fit for me. So maybe create a mood board, add everything that you think might add up to, you getting an endorsement. And once that is sorted, just, show it to someone that is, a bit experienced, or one of your friends that that will not be lying to you.
Yeah.
Then you ask them for their genuine feedback, or do you think this is a good fit for me? And you could go from there. Also, you probably want to check the documents properly, like the guideline. If you tell someone to help you do that, they're going to pay some amount of money, they will just collect your money, really.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really care much about you getting or not getting. They just want to collect your money.
Yeah, I care.
So
Just give it to me. I will hope I care.
you just want to collect your money, and you might just cry at the end of the day. So even if you happen to you happen to apply through someone, and people tell you that this might actually be a good fit for you, you should also like work with the person that's compiling documents, and ensure that everything is well organized, because it has to make sense to you. It has to make sense to other people before it will make sense to people that want to review the document. So if it doesn't make sense to all the parties involved there, don't stress yourself. They will just immediate rejection. They will not even bother checking too much. Yeah.
Would you advise that if somebody wants to aim for it, maybe someone that is young, that they should start from now and start documenting or compiling?
I don't know if I should say something regarding that. I don't know if it's the same with the tech field, but I know that for art, it's into, you can apply to be an exceptional promise, or what's the other one? Exceptional talent. So the exceptional promise is like, there is potential in you. So this is what I have done. Maybe I think it's a less number of years of,
I think it's 3
work, 3, yeah. And then there's exceptional talent. So I think for that young person's own, if they have still shown talent, potential or something. But I don't know if it's the same with the tech one.
So it's the same thing with the technician too as well. So there are 2 parts. There are 2 categories. So exceptional promise and talent. Promise 5 years.
Promising them that.
You said I promised them. I'm answering exceptional promise.
Yes.
So
it's not even funny, but like, I know I was laughing at the fact that is actually there in the definition. I mean, it's not that you're promising them, but they're basically saying like,
we see your potential.
Potential.
So I think most of the time it's more about the number of years that you've worked in. I mean, for example, I have 16 years of coding experience, but not professional.
Wait, hold on. 16? Can I ask how old are you? So I will know, like...
I'll be 29 this year.
So I
said when I was 14. So I said coding when I was 14, yeah.
I mean...
you were 14. That's just I started pressing my phone, because what was I doing when I was 14?
I think I was SS2. No.
I used to write stories about my life, which is what I still do with my life.
But the stories I used to write was, I used to report my siblings. So I had like proper prose. Like, I would write short stories, and I was like, this is what my sister did to me, and I'll give it to my mom, and then they'll flog my siblings because like they look too much trouble. So yeah, that's what I was doing when I was 14.
Documented reporting.
Yeah.
I mean, so even if I had like almost 16 years of experience with coding, doesn't necessarily also mean that I get the exceptional talent one.
And it was still promised. It
was still promised because of the fact that at that time I had almost 5 years of work experience.
Okay.
So most of the time, people that apply for talent are most people that have more than 5 years work experience.
So the feet matters as well. Wait, okay, because there's a work experience criteria, but then let's say you have like 10 years work experience or even more, but you still haven't gotten to a certain feat that would qualify for the talent part. Would that matter as well?
It matters a lot of the times, because I've seen people that have a lot of experience and apply for promise, but they don't get it. And sometimes it's also about presentation. So how well you present your case or present your documents. If you know that some of those experiences are just maybe side road gigs or like gigs that don't really matter, don't bother hiding it. Just go for your promise.
You know, as Nigerians, we've learned to add everything in case they need this. Just put 5 photocopies, add 10 photocopies.
I think it's even with job applications, how they say put your best foot forward, because the person that is reviewing does not know you from anywhere. They are very objective. Exactly. So it's just think about if I was going to hire this person, if I was going to hire me, what would I expect? Obviously, don't say. Sometimes we are not thinking objective. We are thinking about ourselves. But like,
you know, like of course I'm hiring you because I'm me.
But you know, put your best effort because
exactly.
There are so many people also applying. So imagine that you have competition and you are trying to be the best option. Yeah, I mean that does make sense. But the visa doesn't come with a job. It's just a visa to live here.
No, it doesn't come with a job. You just,
Isn't that risky? You had a job before you came?
Yeah, I had a job before I came. So I was working with Paystack at the time. So I was still working with them when I moved here for quite a while till last 2 years, November, when we got laid off.
Yeah.
Most of us in the UK got laid off because of costs. Anyways. So yeah.
Okay. So for someone that does not have a job, what would you advise them to do? They should try to get one before they come? Or they can just come like that?
I would say it depends.
Well, true, if you have family and stuff, or if you have savings, you can come.
I mean, it depends. If you have savings, of course, like, just come, live. Don't live like someone that...
You can get
so just be
rent
frugal.
in Stratford. Penthouse in Unique or Canary Wharf.
Why even living in London in the first place?
Another question. Relax your chest.
I Stratford when I first go here, but
you had a job now.
But it's...
You just be really revealing small things of like
but the time I got here, so I think the reason why it was maybe a bit easy was the fact that I had a brother here. So I just went to go live with him outside London.
Yeah, not part of this conversation.
So I just went to go and live with him for like a month while I look for a house because I'm not about to start paying hotel money and looking for a house and sorting out a bunch of other things.
Expectations versus reality. What were your expectations about living in the UK, and were your expectations met, or was it a thing of this thing is not as great as it seems?
I mean, I think the expectations were met.
Oh, nice.
Because I mean,
remember, I did not come as a student.
Okay.
So we are not the same.
I mean, from my reality.
Not the same.
I mean, I don't know why it's a bit shocking, but I mean, I think it's
we just told you why.
I mean, for me,
we are really through it. That's why.
So, yeah, I'm sorry about what you guys have been through.
We're healing from trauma.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, and because of the fact that, like I said, like I have a brother here, so I just literally just went to go and stay with him for a month and not have to bother about a lot of things. And I had friends here too as well that I asked a couple of questions, so that made the transition be easy. So yeah.
What was one thing you wish you knew before you came?
One thing. Oh, well, I don't want to.
Tell us out of everything. Give us one or two.
I mean, there's no one.
There's nothing.
I wish I knew.
Yeah, you wish you when you came. You're like, oh my god, I wish I knew this before I came.
No, but he said he met expectations, so then
exactly, that's
wow.
That real stuff.
As in,
that's why. Like, I mean, it's not like I wanted food, I didn't get food, I wanted
do you remember the first few episodes of this podcast when I was saying that I have beef with anybody who came to the UK that didn't start out as a student, because I'm like, you don't know the struggle. I'm doing the struggle Olympics thing, the Nigerians, you don't know the struggle.
Yes, I mean, see, all I have to say is congrats.
Sorry.
What am I doing?
Sorry. So we are going to play a game. Since you said that your expectations were met, it's likely that this game will even be easy for you. We are testing a Japa survival kit. You did not see it. It did not send it to you. It's surprise.
All
right, cool.
Yeah. So you pick one.
Sent it first.
So it's one or the other. So let me see. As you were coming, which one would you have preferred to get? £500 cash or an apartment ready? before you arrived?
500
Pounds cash. It's too cheap, Abi. It's too small. £5,000 cash or an apartment.
You have to give the Ademola.
It's true. We are sorry.
Okay. £5,000 or an apartment ready.
Ready, so furnished, all of that ready. Groceries in the fridge, all of that.
I think I'll go with the apartment ready. Because I don't want to stress about a bunch of those things. Like, let the apartment just be ready. Let me have my furnitures. Because when I got here, when I got to London, like I had to get like an unfurnished apartment. I had to like, start doing carpentry work with IKEA and everything. So yeah, just get an apartment ready and let me just come and just be chilling.
Yeah, chilling. What will you pick then?
£5,000. Because I have a big mommy, so I have house to go and stay. I'm not stressed about that bit.
So
maybe
the two of you are on that side then. Me, I'll pick the two of them.
Maybe if you increase it to 15,000.
That's what we are saying. That's like, again, emphasis. This is to greet Ademola. Good afternoon, sir.
I'm just saying.
Sure, okay. A strong Nigerian passport where there's nothing like a strong Nigerian passport. A Nigerian passport with all the visas you can imagine, or a UK ILR.
Okay, answer first.
With a Nigerian passport with all the visa.
Yeah, like you don't have to go. You don't have to apply to visa
I think
anywhere.
It's still UK ILR because there's still some stigma with that. With
that green. Yeah.
Green.
Okay, that's fine. IJ.
Why ILR now? I thought that was implied already. What about you? Because, I was going to say, because before 15 years reach and then we have now got, ILR now.
ILR, that's true. Okay, last one. A girl, no, this one is too small for you.
No, we can't.
I'm thinking about it. Okay, free UK driving license or Uber fees paid for a year.
I know my answer.
Wait, Uber fees
paid for a year.
Like I can take rides on Uber?
Yes, unlimited. Or your driving license, full driving license.
I don't need driving license when I can carry Uber everywhere.
But it's just a year.
Because who wants to drive in London?
Driving license will be forever now. You have to do all the payment and everything.
It's too traumatic, please.
We
have bikes everywhere. I can ride a bike.
Small. This year now we're already in April.
I mean, let me
but it will start April and end
let me enjoy the moment first. Let me use it to the fullest. Then.
Okay.
When we get there,
I can take like 5 rides in a day, 10 rides, because I'm like, this is just 5 minutes away. I can just hop.
If I decide to pick the driver's license, I get driver's license. I don't get Uber. But if I get Uber,
you can still get your driver's license the next year.
I can win at both.
Are you picking driver's license?
Yes, now
over Uber.
It's for 1 year.
But that 1 year will be bliss.
Exactly. You enjoy 1 year.
You always complain about being on the train and people's armpits.
It's true.
Enter the Uber and enjoy.
Wow.
That's actually a valid thing I complain about.
So I actually thought you'd pick Uber, honestly.
I'll think about it. Another one, would you... No, I said it's the last one. Sorry, I just realized I have 2 more on my list. Would you rather live in a city with only Nigerian food or a city with only Nigerian music?
That one is actually a bit tough. But I mean, but I'll pick food though. Like
because I was like,
I'll pick food because I can I can survive with all that kind of music. I can even survive with just listening to beats. I don't care.
My answer would have been different last year, but I have just started to grow intolerant for certain Nigerian foods that I swear. So I probably would be edging towards the Nigerian music right now.
But I don't think I want a place with only Nigerian food. I think I want to have options.
That's what I thought you'd say too.
Is it only Nigerian food?
Only Nigerian food.
No.
Exactly, only Nigerian food. So
it can't be only Nigerian food. No.
It can't be, but that's what is in the option.
Inside, okay.
No, it's going to be only Nigerian music then.
I don't mind that. Don't worry, there's variety.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, most people are, listening to our music now anyway, so...
Yeah. Would you rather get a job in your field immediately? Like, thinking... I mean, you got the job when you were coming, so...
Forget you had one.
Would you rather get a job in your field immediately or get a 6 months paid vacation?
Wait, the 6 month paid vacation, I have to look for a job afterwards?
Yes.
I mean... My answer
valid
remains the same
question.
anyways.
What's the answer?
I'm going to go for the vacation.
Of course. Out of the UK, or not in UK, right?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
I'm going to go for the vacation
They can
because
take
let me
about my
just chill and
Yeah,
rest.
I
Then.
can be applying for jobs as I'm on the
I'm not even going to apply for jobs in the last
to the
month.
last month. Okay. So now we are about to round up. Do you have any final word for us? Or not? Well, not for me, or maybe for me if I'm trying to get to tech. But anyone that wants to get into tech, any final words about getting a job, networking, the
It's
visa?
too late for you. If you didn't start at 14, it's too late.
As in.
No, it's not late for anyone really. So I
Thank
think
you so much. That's what I wanted to hear.
I think one thing.
Go had the tech phase, right?
Yes.
We're like, more. It's like
get
this is the
into
way. Oh,
tech.
hey.
Oh, but anyway, that's by the way.
I mean, I think anyone can get into tech. It just depends on the
Not me,
particular
don't
field.
worry.
I mean, there are a lot of fields. There's project management. There's product management. There's design.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like you guys could even do product design. To be fair, like
That was what I went into.
exactly.
Actually,
But
but
I mean,
Oh, thanks.
exactly. So there are a lot of things that one could do. So you
We'll
just
talk about that product design part after the talk. But yeah, any tips on getting a job, networking, tech thing, visa.
So I mean, before you get to getting a job and all of that, I think one thing that I think most people should be doing is that keep building stuff and keep writing, keep documenting, keep putting your stuff out there, and don't just limit yourself to writing for yourself. Like just writing on your personal page. Like try to get to write for publishers. They won't pay you money. That's the thing. They'll pay you to write for them. So why not just take the leap, write for a couple of publishers, get paid, and I mean maybe it would lead to something good at some point. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in terms of networking, I mean, I think you need to just get to know a bunch of people in the field that you're trying to get into, and try to send them a message. They might hear you, but still try. And the best way to actually get them is, I mean, if you see that they are probably going for a particular event, I'm not saying you stalk them, but you can just go for that event. So as well, maybe like a tech event, then go for the event, say hi to them, and that's it. Another time, go again, say hi to them. Maybe they were like, oh, I saw you the last time. And that way you can just build like a rapport and just introduce yourself and ask them questions and just go from there really. Then in terms of applying for jobs, I think you just need to know what your weakness is or the weaknesses you have in terms of the particular role you are trying to apply for. Because for me, for example, I'm not one that knew how to answer behavioral questions. So when I left Paystack and I was looking for a new job, there was a bit of struggle in terms of answering behavioral questions. So what I had to do was apply to a lot of companies that I don't even need, I don't even plan to work with them, just to be able to get some experience with answering behavioral questions. So I took a couple of them while they're asking me different questions, and I got used to answering behavioral questions that even if they wake me up and ask me what's a difficult problem you've tried to solve at work, and I'll just be able to answer them like without any problem. So just get used to doing things that you're not comfortable with doing, because you still end up doing during the interview, right? So I think that'll be it.
Thank you. That makes sense. About networking thing, I was going to say that there's this thing where people assume that people owe them things. Like there's that sense of entitlement with networking. It's like, I've been going for this event, this person is not answering me. I also think one thing that helps is not using personal brand. Everybody's talking about personal brand, but doing something, like having something, having a value that you can also offer. Like even if it's a conversation or something, I'm working on this. Having something that makes sense. Nobody is just going to exactly. Nobody is just going to carry you around just because you talk to them.
Everybody has what they're looking for.
Exactly. So value exchange, I think, is also a very helpful thing to know.
Basically build yourself so you have value to
give people.
Yeah, I think that's actually very, very important.
Thank you, because I'm wise again.
Because
yes.
if you're just coming to me and say, oh, you need job, you're in this field, like
So it's a consignment.
if you don't have anything to
Give,
show for
exactly.
It is well with you.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to you.
I'll just say, keep applying, really.
You take it for
I'll be praying for you. I'll be praying for you.
So,
Yeah, my prayers.
yeah.
As in, okay.
But if you're able to, like, show that you've done this particular thing, then I would not be happy to jump on and call you like, oh, yeah, okay, maybe you should change this, maybe you should switch this, yeah.
Question, why do we say
jump on a call.
Like,
It's corporate lingo.
God, hates that thing so much.
Corporate
yes,
lingo,
sorry.
innit?
Mhm.
Okay, so if someone had 30 seconds to get your best advice about, so now we're about to round up. So what would you like with one liner about global talent, tech, everything? What would you say? What's your go-to? This is what you should know.
I think what you should know is that anyone can apply, and not everyone can apply to as well.
Thanks, and God bless.
But in all seriousness, like don't sell yourself short. Don't think that by default you can't apply, but you should have a vision and see if see if it's a good fit for you, really. Because it's not going to be a good fit for everyone. So if you think it's a good fit for you, just go ahead, apply, and like I said before, just get an opinion of people that you can trust.
Yeah.
People that they will not be lying to you. People that let me say anything again. But yeah.
It's like somebody has lied to somebody that Ademola knows.
I want this tea now. Like, God, tell us.
No.
Now you're curious, Abby,
Yes.
to know the lie.
No, there's not. No.
It's all right.
No,
it's
because
all right.
it's because I've seen a lot of people, tend to gas their friends up unnecessarily. Like,
Okay, I see what you mean.
yeah, maybe like they might have the worst. I don't know, maybe wig on or.
Let me check my wig. Is it the have the worst wig on? IJ, please, what do you think of
It's not.
this wig?
It's not.
looks nice.
No, it's like so much.
Your wig is great. Your wig is
Are you
great.
doing that now?
Your wig is great. But I'm just saying, like, people just tend to,
That was a very specific
That's
example.
very specific.
Okay, or maybe like this my head woman. They might say, "Oh, this is really nice," but people out there are like, it's not
Like,
nice,
you know,
it's not
Shelley.
nice.
Yeah.
It's not nice, it's not nice. So, like, I mean, if they are going to be very honest with you, then yes. But if not, then maybe you need to, seek counsel with people that would be honest with you and be able to tell you, this is what you should do. But yeah, just apply if you think that, I mean, if you have money to waste, and you think that no. If you have money to waste, or if you have money to throw away, and you think that what people are saying are not necessarily correct, like, I mean, you apply, but just ensure like it's well organized. Like I said initially, I mean, the general idea is not to. I don't want to say not to be mediocre, but just be very organized and and just apply. Really.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Thank you so much for coming. It was nice. I've learned a lot, and we'll talk about the product design because the money that people are earning in that tech.
I mean, there's product management, there's different things as well.
So, if you are trying to connect with Ademola as a tech leader that he
Or
is,
something
since he
else.
started coding since when he was 14,
Or something else.
we don't know. We are just
Because-
putting it out there. If there's anybody that wants to connect with you
Okay.
for whatever reason, work or otherwise, So how can they connect with you? How can they connect with you?
Well, on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn as _OAD. So I think my LinkedIn is just OAD, but yeah.
Wait, your LinkedIn is your name now.
But if you search Google, Ademola Adegbuyi, you see everything really.
Search Google.
Like you said, Google me.
No, I mean like
Ademola Adegbuyi. When we're editing, we'll put his name in
Yeah, of course.
bold like this.
Of course,
So that
yes.
people can Google you.
No, but if you
So
if you
forget
Google,
all
like,
of that. Forget Instagram, X, forget
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
just Google him.
Google.
Yeah, just Google. You see,
Yeah.
you see everything because it's on my portfolio and my portfolio has everything.
Hey.
My portfolio is very simple. Just
Of
please
course
don't check.
it is. I'm
No,
checking.
actually, let's-
Actually, I'm trying to check. The first thing that comes is
No.
LinkedIn. Then this picture is fine. Smashing magazine, then LinkedIn, then
Oh wow.
Medium, then Adegbuyi.me, then Instagram, then GitHub. Now wow, then X.
Images that came up first for me.
Wait, it's images.
Came up first.
That there's one. Do
LinkedIn.
you see that one where he's wearing ID card? You
Yeah.
look very- I was wearing in this picture.
I mean, that was 2020. Yeah. I joined.
Aww.
It wasn't long when I joined Paystack when we went for like an offsite.
Oh, you look very cute.
Thank you. I'm not blushing.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, so if you Google Ademola Adegbuyi, you'll find anything you want to find. Whatever your reason is, that's up to you. So
Amazing.
I've tried for you in this life.
Yeah, thank you
Sorry,
very
I'm
much.
reading the Medium article. Sorry, I quit my job on first day. On my first day. On the first day. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of
This was
interesting
6 years
things
ago.
on
Yeah.
LinkedIn. I mean, on Medium.
Yeah,
So,
and on Substack too.
well, Substack is like more personal now. But anyways.
Yeah, that I know. That's why I'm saying.
Nice,
So,
nice.
cool.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks so much. It was really, 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 really nice
It was
to
a fun
talk to you
episode.
and just with you and disturb you. And
Hopefully, we have people who would learn a thing or two
Yeah,
from
from
this
this.
episode,
you know,
Hopefully.
take away the banter, take away the play, and
or just even
or
know
not.
that it's not by you can come any other way,
yeah,
not by
It's
care
not-
visa or
exactly.
being a
It's
Yeah.
not,
student.
or being a student. There are so many
Yeah.
other options, and that's why we are doing this. All right. See,
But okay.
Oh.
Because there was a question you wanted to ask before. I think you didn't end up asking.
which is
If you were young and you wanted to position yourself to apply for the visa.
I asked now.
Did you answer it?
No, you didn't ask now.
Oh yeah, answer.
Wait, did I ask now?
No, you didn't ask. Like if you're young,
Oh, I know what happened.
Oh, you still
I now
talked about the
mentioned,
promise thing.
promise.
Oh
Then
yeah,
you
yeah,
now
yeah. Please,
continue
yeah,
now.
you
Oh,
can,
yeah,
yeah, you
answer.
can answer. That's
Answer.
fine.
I mean, if you're younger and you want to,
So just because how young is young, so I know if this advice is also for me. How young is young? How young
It's
is
never
young?
too late.
It's never too late.
Maybe
my
it
good
means
sis.
maybe not young in age, but young in the career.
Or young at
Oh,
heart.
Look at me. Hey.
she's becoming wise.
Yeah, you said she's becoming.
From she's taking learnings from you.
Yeah, please answer the question.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's the some of the things I mentioned earlier also applies, to be fair, which is the fact that you need to keep pushing yourself out there, really. Yeah, don't just build or don't just sort of like design and keep it to yourself. Like be more
Yeah.
visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being more visible will also help you at work.
Yeah.
Because even at work, if you are someone that just keep to yourself, people will not think that you are doing much. So, see, it's better you do too much at work than they
Yes.
don't see you.
Yes.
Better they
Yes.
see you that you do too much than them not seeing you at all. So, yeah.
Side
That's
note, that's
true.
like the work culture here.
Yeah.
It's like
Because one of my friends was saying he's a very calm person. He works with Wise, I think. Anyway, he's very chilled. But he was saying that when promotions and when they're talking with like stakeholders, they don't recognize. So he has to now start learning to maybe put it in an email. Maybe, I'm working on this, document,
Yeah.
or this is my thought process, all those kinds of things. Put it in email, write it, document, put it on LinkedIn. Like people say,
yeah.
this person is doing the work. I mean, that also leads to people having, so we now have a lot of people who are fluffy. Like people just put something on ChatGPT and just put it on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I know that that has led to a lot of fluff where people
Yeah.
just talk. But then,
But it still doesn't take away
exactly.
from the
So
value that
document
could
and
be.
do your work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do the work, document. Don't just talk.
I
Do
would
it.
feel like in every field, like even at work, just learn to speak up
Speak,
for yourself.
yeah,
And say,
yeah.
oh, I just like it. There was such a contrast in like from working in Nigeria and then coming to work here. So
Exactly.
in Nigeria, we're taught to be humble.
Yeah,
and all of
humble.
that.
Don't talk too much.
Nobody-
Yeah.
Your work will speak for you. Omo, speak
You-
up. Like just like, oh, I
Yeah.
just did this now. Because the first time I encountered it and somebody said it, I was like, why is this one bragging? But then I now realized that was just like what people just normally do.
Yeah.
I've just done this. I've just done
Yeah.
this. I've just done
Yeah.
this. I've just done this. And I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Even sometimes the manager cannot speak for you. Like,
Yeah.
you have to speak for yourself. Like, put it out there. Let everybody know that you did this thing. Because if you don't mention it, somebody else might be getting your
Yes,
shout out.
exactly.
Like, I
And-
mean, someone else got my shout out at work. Boy.
Yeah.
That's the top one.
And it's not going to be weird to now say, actually, it's me that
It's
did
me
it.
that exactly. And even I think something happened recently at work where we're supposed to meet because I manage a care home. Somebody was in the hospital. We're supposed to meet a nurse. They said we should come at 10. I went from 10. They said we should have come at 10, 10:30 or 1. I was in the hospital from 10 to 1:30. Nobody attended to me. Then in the email before then, they had sent an email. Oh, we've been trying to reach you guys. Nobody is coming. Nobody's responding, which is a lie. We go there every day. And I sent an email. On so date, we were there. Nobody came. I was there on so that. I was here from 10:30. The next day, then I said, "Oh, when are you guys come?" Say we are there. And I said they attended to us immediately. And I need to gather.
No, actually,
and otherwise, people just.
True. A closed mouth.
Exactly.
Better talk, honestly. Like
I think that's one good tip for anyone that is just coming to the UK.
Yeah.
Just shout about your work. Don't think you are doing too much.
Exactly. Put it in emails, put it on LinkedIn, put it out there. Even if it is good morning, if you're talking to your manager, just want to say, just a roundup for the week. Just want to update you on things I've done for the week. Yes. Put it there. Eventually, those are things that they will go back to.
Exactly.
Anyway, those are things we learn on on the job or in life. But
experience us.
Exactly. So is there anything else you want to tell us or you want to add for us? Because
nothing else.
All right.
So that's good.
Okay. So we can say it. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We have
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me again.
We are very, very glad. Thank you for coming.
You say again.
I mean, I've said it before, so.
We are saying too much. So now let's keep quiet. Too much. All right, now. So we are going to. I think IJ is going to round up the episode.
All right, guys. Just catch me off guard. Thank you guys for. Sorry, my brain has turned off. Thank you guys for watching. You can catch us on X, Instagram. We're not on LinkedIn, but
no. TikTok,
YouTube, TikTok, Spotify.
Yes,
coming soon to other ones, but Spotify right now. So thank you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and share our videos everywhere so people will see it. Share this particular one so people would learn about the global. I mean, they know, but learn more about the global talent
that you can come from Nigeria with it.
Yeah, important because a lot of people think they can just switch here or you need to come here first and then switch.
And catch up with Ademola if that's.
Oh yes, and catch up with him. Well, we'll put his details in the.
Again, don't say I've never done anything for you in this life. Don't say we've never done anything.
What's that?
Just say.
Just take it as it is.
Yeah, just take it as it is. We know. If you know, you know.
Bye, guys.
Bye.